With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Santos set to kick off.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check, 59. In the face. Go, guys, 4 down. Mike, 59. Good job right there. Let's go.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Zebra. 58, come on. 58, come on. Here we go.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Whip. Watch the whip. 12. 6. Go 14.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come on, D.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, check Mike 2 complete. Check Mike 21. Be a long day for you. Look left. 21. Check Mike 21. Tackles.
To throw again is Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Hey, 0.
They run it with Carson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sponge. No. 14. Check 52. Check. Go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. For that last pass, CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
58's the money. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58's the money. Gun. Oh, here we go. Be alert.
They go play action now. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll begin by running the option.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Bears nothing.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Flushed out right. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
A quick throw complete into the flat-out left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A good gain again. That's now and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Ebron caught left side. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cohen. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Trey Flowers on the stop. It's a gain.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check down, 4 down. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They try again with Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And his pass incomplete.
Wilson.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Complete.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background. Says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On second down now. It's Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first down, it's Cohen. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen taking it in. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Stop your whining. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Wilson's tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 55 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Seahawks.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson wants to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The first down pass. intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. 25. Who that? Kill. Hey, zero.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
58, let's go, 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 58 for Mike. 12.
That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what